would you rather go back to the day one of your business with all the knowledge that you have right now, or get 10 million pesos in cash today? Would you rather take on a famous investor who wants to rebrand everything, or stay bootstrap forever, in your opinion? Mga Mark Cuban type of investor, mga ganon.
Okay, creating partnerships, creating trust. Kasi creating partnerships involve a lot of integrity.
Yeah.
So I think no business would grow if there's no integrity involved. My lifestyle is in the belief of the early bird gets the worm. I feel a certain amount of achievement doing things while the world is sleeping.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Build Different, a leadership podcast where we strive to make ourselves better through the different stories that we share every week. And as you know guys, new week, new episode tayo. And for those of you who have been tuning in, and it's my responsibility to give the best business type of podcast to you. And of course, syempre, ang guest natin is also another credible person who have been in the industry for a tested period of time, and he will be sharing his stories, the strategies na ginawa niya, and some of his journeys sa pag-build ng kanyang brand. So please welcome the Vice President of Coolaire, which is, we'll dive more deep to that, Mr. PJ Tugade. Sir,
hello.
Thank you so much for accepting our invite.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah, so yun, marami tayong pag-usapan, and I want to pick on your brain also, especially for me as a business owner as well. I'm very interested in knowing your strategies as well, adapting to the market, ano yung mga ginawa mong pivots all throughout these years that made you stay relevant sa industry ngayon. But just to start things off, again, give us a little bit of a background. Your humble beginnings, paano ka nagsimula dito, and gaano kalayo na yung tinahak mo dito sa entrepreneurial journey mo?
Okay, so Coolaire started in 1969. So we actually started 55 years ago, turning 56 this year. To this day, we are the largest manufacturer of refrigerated vans and cold storage systems. But it wasn't always that way, syempre, di ba? There's always been some ups and downs in the business. Ako personally, kasi the business was started by my grandfather, and then it was handed over to my dad. And then ngayon, it's my brother and I who are running the business.
So third generation.
Third generation, that's right. Third generation. And I think a lot about the business we learned in the dining table. So kasi as I was talking to you about earlier, Coolaire used to be in the second floor of our house.
Right.
The first floor was where we lived. So every time, Dad would have people go down to the dining table, have stuff signed. He would have his meetings in front of us. So I guess at a very early age, we were indoctrinated into the business. And when we graduated from college, parang there was no really other choice for us. Not really parang out of option, but it was really chosen by us to basically join the family business now.
Right, so ganun talaga yung upbringing ninyo.
Yes, sir, and we've been working there ever since.
Okay, so wala talagang like, okay, kuha ka muna ng corporate experience and then lipat ka dito sa atin. Walang ganun.
Wala. Hindi
So,
pwede ganun.
how does it look like when you were growing up? After school, diretso negosyo?
After school, hindi. We had summer jobs in Coolaire.
Okay.
So ang ginagawa ni Dad noon was, kasi there was nothing really that we were doing pag summers except for, doing some sports activities or going on small vacations. But other than that, he would ask us to have a little bit of intern work sa Coolaire.
Yeah.
And whenever we do that, parang the arrangement was always, he would assign me in different departments. And pag na-assign ako sa certain departments na yun, ang reminder niya lagi is, you're not the boss.
Right.
So, si Mr. ganito or Miss ganyan ang boss mo. So, you have to report to them and you have to do everything that they would ask of you. So, I guess the hands-on part of the business I learned from those little summer breaks.
What was the expectation? Kasi I completely resonate to that story. Kasi when I was also growing up, ganyan din yung training ko. After school, dito ka sa negosyo. Hindi ka boss, maglinis ka, punas ka ng mga ng mga upuan, maghugas ka ng pinggan doon, mag-cashier ka, ganyan. It's more of like the entrepreneurial mindset eh.
Right.
Pero you as a third generation, I couldn't imagine like what's the pressure like? Kasi 'di ba, the sustainability, obviously it's going to be a fourth generation business. Pero what was instilled as dun sa pinaka early stage nung career mo na nakikita mo na talagang, okay, ito na talaga yung gagawin ko?
Well, kasi I guess it was really ingrained in our blood kasi talaga eh. So, like ever since we really had, parang the vision was always towards working in the family business. It wasn't really forced to us. It was actually our choice talaga. Now, I guess if you're talking about pressure in any shape or form, siguro yun yung like to bring forward the company to the future and to the next generation, responding to the different needs of the market. Kasi nagbabago na talaga eh. Like technology advances in such a rapid rate talaga eh. So in such cases, yun lang talaga yung the pressure that we really continue to encounter up to now. Para sa growth and prosperity ng business natin.
Right. So, over the past decades, over the past years then, you mentioned that the landscape is always changing, just like any other business fields naman. No? Specifically for you, what was the turning point or what was the situation that really got your attention na parang, okay, we need to look for this angle kasi a lot of businesses are moving to this side.
Yeah.
So what was that experience?
Okay, kasi we're in the industry ng refrigeration. Okay, so cold chain yung business natin. But then refrigeration in the Philippines is very much in its infancy, especially when we started. In a sense na in other neighboring countries in Southeast Asia in particular, they fully understand and utilize refrigeration for transport and for stationary purposes in a way that they really understand it. Sa atin kasi, I mean, where else can you see countries na nagde-deliver ng mga gulay, they load a jeepney full of gulay and then they transport it at night. Just because the thinking is, hindi naman kasi ganoon kainit sa gabi, kaya okay yung gulay ko. Okay? But in reality, there are some losses on the way in terms of quality and in terms of, kasi all of these perishable goods require certain temperatures wherein it will be kept in a fresh state. So yung mga ganon. That was probably what we had to deal with. How did we deal with that? Probably siguro we took a lot of time in educating the market, in developing companies developing partners into understanding the importance of perishable goods and the cold chain system in terms of quality. When they deliver the goods, it has to be a certain quality para kasi we are all consumers at the end of the day. So we are all affected by this practice or malpractice of cold chain.
Right.
So we were really advocates of educating and developing the market in terms of understanding and in terms of using the proper techniques and equipment for food preservation.
Okay. So, you've been in the industry for so many decades, and yung sustainability also, not just to your company, but also educating your existing clients na, okay, so ganito yung nangyayari, we need to adapt to this, we will train your people to have the common vision and common parang adaptation to sa operations ninyo. But let me take a step back here.
Yeah.
Right now, what is the mission of your company ba?
Okay, well, the vision of our company basically is to provide safe environments for perishable goods. So that involves proper transport and proper storage of perishables, mostly food and pharmaceutical goods. Para sa consumption natin, when the foods come to us as consumers, they're in the condition as intended. So yun ang that's basically the mission of the company.
Paano yung vision ninyo in the next, in the next decades to come? Like to be the full market share owner ba of like the refrigerated, cold storage na
Right.
mga products? Ano ba yung nakikita
But
mo dito?
for now, fortunately, we're blessed to be able to have the major part of the market share for our refrigerated vans and cold storage. Pero the long-term vision really is to be to maintain that position and probably, if possible, to be the main supplier of refrigerated vans in the whole country.
With the advancement of technology right now, kasi even before, the way that you get clients is you go to the business directly, you go to email. How do you make sure that you're sustaining and growing yung mga client base niyo? What's the strategy?
Okay, well, it's complex. There's a lot of facets wherein we can look at it. Well, one is creating partners. Creating partnerships, creating trust. Kasi creating partnerships involve a lot of integrity.
Yeah.
So I think no business would grow if there's no integrity involved. So it's all about being respectful, being a man of your word, making sure that you're authentic, you're genuine. Kasi you won't get like, how do you say this? Parang a lot of people get caught up in just the act of selling.
Yes.
As against the act of understanding what the customer actually needs. I know it sounds like a line, pero it really is true.
Yeah.
So if once you understand, once I put myself in your position and understand what exactly you need, it's not just about selling the product. It's about providing solutions to whatever problems that you have.
Yeah.
And I think that translates to long-term business partnerships.
Okay. So
especially with integrity, as I said,
Yeah.
you stand by your word, you stand by your product, you stand by different things that you. Kasi this person trusted you. So it trusted you with not just 100 pesos or 1,000 pesos. These equipment are quite pricey.
Yeah.
Diba? So he could have given his money to other people, to other suppliers, but he gave it to you because he entrusted that to you. So kailangan may value din yun.
what was pandemic like for your business?
Pandemic was actually not too bad for us. Okay? Kasi nung pandemic kasi a lot of businesses closed down, a lot of businesses slowed down, except for certain industries such as the food industry. Okay? And us as a allied supplier for the food business, our company continued to manufacture these refrigerated vans even during the pandemic. So that's for the food part. So we were distributing. The distributors were using Coolaire to distribute the food to different parts of the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay, that's the food part. We also did our part in the distribution of vaccines. Kasi we were fortunately we were the preferred supplier for refrigerated vans to carry the vaccines for different parts of the Philippines. Kasi these vaccines are very temperature sensitive.
Right.
So plus minus certain degrees of temperature, it can really affect the efficacy of the vaccines.
Yeah.
So and different vaccines involve different temperatures also. You had sila Sinovac, sila AstraZeneca, sila Pfizer, and all of those. They're all vaccines, but they're all made of different molecules, which require different kinds of temperatures also.
Right.
So aside from the food, we were also the main nominated equipment supplier for the vaccines. So if you had your vaccines done at certain inoculation sites, there's a very, very, very high chance that the vaccines came in there with Coolaire refrigerated vans.
Wow. Okay. So I couldn't imagine yung requirement na binibigay sa inyo per supplier of the vaccines. So, and this is the whole Philippines.
That's right.
Wow. Okay. So ang daming kailangan gawin doon sa mga business kasi you have so many product lines, you have so many service lines, no?
That's right.
And as the vice president, and by the way, how many employees do you have right now all over the Philippines?
We have about 400.
400 employees.
Yes.
Okay. And then you as the vice president, which holds a very critical role, what does your day-to-day look like in your work?
Oh, day-to-day. In my work or in general?
Sorry, in general na lang muna.
Okay, so sige, in general, I wake up very, very early. Okay, that my lifestyle is in the belief of the early bird gets the worm. Ganun
Okay.
Parang ano,
Kailangan ko i-adapt ata talaga na yun. Night owl ako eh. Okay.
parang I feel a certain amount of achievement doing things while the world is sleeping. Ganyan. Okay, so in my day, I put certain blocks of time. So when I wake up at 3, I have to make sure that I get my first meal by 4. I'll be in the gym by 4:30.
Wow.
So that's my first block of time. And then after that, I go to work. And then after that, I go home to my family. Because I would like to think of myself as a very present dad. And husband, of course. And then after that, if time permits, there are certain occasions that I still spend time with my friends. So I try to make everything balanced as far as lifestyle is concerned. But also, I have to make sure that they're in blocks of time para undisturbed and disciplined din yung paghawak natin ng oras.
Okay, so kasi as a business owner and everyone na nag-handle a business would agree to this na your day is very different. Okay, parang every day may iba-ibang issues na boss, may ganito tayo, boss, may ganyan-ganyan tayo. And it takes a toll to anyone, no, to parang with everything that's happening in your family, in your business, with the suppliers, may customer na ganito, ganyan. And you being in the industry for a very long time, what do you think is the secret sauce for you for you to keep yourself sane and being sharp?
Okay, what is the secret sauce? Marami kasi.
Oo, inom ka ng tubig, 8 glasses of water a day, kain ka ng tama. Ano yung sa'yo? Yung nag-work sa'yo?
So for me, marami. I'll try to enumerate them. Okay, number 1 is yung healthy lifestyle for me. Okay, healthy lifestyle keeps my mind sane. Kasi di ba sabi nila, a rich guy wants 1,000 things, but a sick guy just wants one thing, to be healthy. So for me, health is wealth, and it drives my mental health to a very, very high capacity. Second, I have always been under the belief also, David, na your choice of partner is very critical for the rest of your life. I'm not talking about business partner. I'm talking about yung maging partner mo for life.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm very fortunate to be with my wife because I think being with the right person really changes the trajectory of your life positively. Okay, kasi as you said, running a business it can get very complicated. Okay, there's no 8 to 5. Okay, and there's no Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
So if your partner understands and supports, for a person who's handling very a very heavy weight on his shoulders, nakakagaan yung ganun.
Yeah.
Right? And then I would say last one is I have a very special relationship with God. So I feel that spiritual guidance and spiritual health is also critical in this kind of lifestyle.
Were you always like that? Like, ganun ka-organized when it comes to living your life?
I think we go through stages. Di ba? Siguro, not always.
Not always.
Oo naman. Siguro, the fact that when I was young, I was able to experience a lot of, the different parts of life.
Okay.
I think that helped.
Yeah.
Oo.
Maaga ka nag-mature.
Kailangan mo natin i-detail.
Maaga, okay. Alam ko naman sinasabi mo. Alam din niya na sinasabi.
Pero yung gano'n, di ba? Kasi parang, at least tapos na, na-experience mo na. Ngayon, mature stage na tayo.
Yeah.
Mature mode na.
Exactly. Kasi, pagdating kasi sa pagnenegosyo, di ba, you cannot say, or it's not always planned na, okay, ganito yung kailangan gawin, everything will work out for me.
Correct.
Kasi diba, the entrepreneurial journey is always about pivots, adapting to the changes and everything, no? And sa'yo, kasi may mga listeners tayo na nanonood na either nasa negosyo na sila, they've been in the business ko for about 3 years, 5 years, or may gustong magsimula. What do you think is the best foundation for them to stay in the turbulent path of being an entrepreneur?
Okay. It's always going to be turbulent. Number one, okay. If it were easy, then everybody would be successful,
Exactly.
right? So it's always going to be like that. So for me, what I would say is that always keep a clear eye on long-term goals, but also have the ability to balance long-term and short-term. Para as you said, para you can pivot whenever necessary. And I think that kind of balance is going to take them to the next level for as long as, syempre, kailangan you have to weather the storm also. I know it sounds like a line also, pero yung never giving up is also part of the game.
Yeah, cliche as it sounds, no? Pero
Yeah,
kailangan
absolutely.
talaga eh.
Yeah, kasi mas marami talagang no kaysa yes eh.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Totoo.
I mean, if the yeses were just coming, then doing business would be so easy. Everybody would be
Yeah.
doing it. Pero when the no's start to come in, that's when you really test yourself.
Yeah.
So
Test
for
of
me,
character, no?
absolutely test of character talaga. Kasi like you said, di ba? There would come a time na you would actually doubt yourself. Kaya ba
Yeah.
to? You submit a proposal. 1 day comes, no reply. 2 day comes, 2
Yeah.
days, 3 days. Diba? You have to just weather the storm and be strong talaga eh.
Did you get into sales roles ba nung earlier?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, paano mo masasabi? Kasi ako, sales really changed my life, no? Pero
For sure.
gaano ka important sa iyo yung skill na yun?
Gano'n ka-important? For me, running a business is the most important skill.
Yeah.
The sales hat, because we wear different hats, right?
Yeah.
The sales hat is the biggest and most important hat because it's the revenue.
Yeah.
So you control the sales, you control the money that's coming in. Yeah, and of course, it's not just kasi okay. You look at it from different perspectives also. There's the revenue part, and there's also the customer relationship part. Customer/partner. I like using the word partners kasi parang there's verbalizing it actually changes your whole perspective of how you look at these people.
Yep.
You're my partner, I care about you. Hindi
Yes.
lang yun, you're my
Yes.
customer na I'll just sell this product to you, I'll take your money, thank you, bye-bye.
Right.
So, the sales hat or the sales role actually allows me to, I guess, to make sure that these relationships are kept important and valued. Not just for me, but also for the other party.
Yeah. Kasi the reason why I asked that, you mentioned earlier na ang daming no. Lalo kapag naninegosyo siya. And then it popped into my mind na this is like very close to the definition of sales eh. Yung pag nag-submit ka ng proposal, pag nag-oo yan, ibig sabihin, hindi mo nagawa yung role as a salesperson. Because as a salesperson, you need to have the agility, endurance, and the perseverance na talaga magtuloy-tuloy ka. And being able to identify paano mo ma-handle yung objections ng bawat client, no? And connecting with them, as na-mention mo kanina na hindi ka pwede nagbebenta lang. Dapat actually may paki ka talaga.
That's right. Ako, sobrang believer talaga naman. Kasi yun nga parang sabi nila, if it sounds right, you'll hear it. If it's marketed right, you'll buy it. But if it's real, you'll feel it.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay? So, mararamdaman ng customer kung talagang totoo ka eh. Kung talagang authentic ka eh. Kung talagang vina-value mo yung kailangan nila eh.
That's true.
So, I think it goes back to the main virtue of being real to the customer also.
I mean, kasi they know and they can feel it.
Yeah.
Lalo na if you're dealing with business to business, no? And hindi lang ikaw ang una nakausap nila na ganyan. Okay, so probably they have already recognized the pattern na okay, ganito yung sasabihin yan. Okay, so after nun, but if you are able to speak their language na, oh, alam mo pala yung ganyan. Okay, I feel you. Okay, ito yung solution namin and probably you're at least ahead of the rest ng mga gusto makipag-bid din dun sa kanila.
Yeah,
which is a very interesting, I mean, role, sales is such a very important role. Lalo na sa mga gusto magnegosyo dyan. Kung gusto nyo po survive, as long as you know how to sell, you know how to create offer, and then you know how to generate traffic to that offer, then you'll always figure out a way to bounce back to business kapag medyo nagiging turbulent siya. No? And with everything, what is, aside from your position sa Coolaire, do you have any other ventures outside of that?
For business ventures, it's purely Coolaire. So, like I said, I like to compartmentalize certain parts of my life. And for my work, I'm 100% dedicated and devoted to Coolaire.
And then, outside of that, you're also into weightlifting.
Yeah, yes.
Oo. So, kailan nagsimula to? Parang, kita na sa katawan mo, nagyaya yung katawan ko bigla eh.
Matagal na, kasi syempre nung bata tayo, di ba, mahilig tayo sa mga comics. Marvel, DC,
Yes.
lahat ng tao, mga batak. Tapos, manonood ka ng TV, makikita mo sila, mga WWE.
Nako. Hindi na ako nanonood ng WWE, pero okay, sige,
Pero diba?
anong batch yan? Sino pa yung mga superstar ng mga time?
Ultimate Warrior yan, bro. Di ba?
Yeah, agree.
So for me, nung bata ako, yun na talaga, gusto ko maging parang superhero. Yung mga iba gusto maging Superman, gusto maging Batman. Ako parang gusto ko maging Ultimate Warrior eh. Yeah, so when I graduated from school, actually nasa school pa lang ako, I was already doing a lot of sports. I was an athlete in school. After that, when I graduated, I had my own money. The first thing I did was to find a gym. Gym membership ako kasi I was a scrawny kid. I was really a thin guy. So, yun, doon na nag-start. I never looked back after that. I became a competitive athlete also.
Anong sport?
Well, marami na akong pinagdaanan eh. So, nung college ako, I was doing taekwondo.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Tapos, after that, I went into, I did marathons a lot. And then, I did CrossFit. And then, I did it competitively. Tapos, bodybuilding. Yan.
Okay.
So, ngayon, maintenance na lang.
Okay. So gets same tayo ng sport. So I was an athlete also for taekwondo nung college ako.
Okay.
And parang napansin ko rin yung pattern na if you started as an athlete at a very young age, ang una na de-develop sa'yo is the work ethic.
That's correct.
The discipline.
I agree 100%.
Na, diba, lalo na sa taekwondo, any combat sport, whether it's mixed martial arts or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, kailangan may strong work ethic ka. Kapag hindi, mananockout ka.
Totoo yan.
Diba? Na parang, mabuti nang manockout ka sa training, wag lang sa tournament.
Correct.
Mag-throw up ka na sa training, wag lang doon sa mismong kasi papahiya mo yung gym mo, yung sarili mo, diba?
Tama.
So, sa'yo naman, how early did you get into sports?
Quite early. High school pa lang. I was already into sports. Yeah.
Okay.
Very active. I would say my lifestyle has been very active. I think, like you said, parang na-develop din yung work ethic and discipline. Kasi pag ganun the first thing that you really have to do is you have to show up eh.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yes.
So, while other people were going out na, go good time na and everything, you have to show up, you have to train.
Yeah.
And you have to do well. Kasi, like you said, diba, kung hindi ka mag-train na maayos, you're going to mess up in a competition. Competition is just 10% of the game.
Yeah.
90% you're training.
Yeah.
So, yun, I think it was very integral in developing these certain values within me.
Would you say you're a very competitive person, even up until sa business ngayon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's a common trait for business owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I would still say it's a good thing, di ba? Good thing because, syempre, you're always hungry. You always have that killer instinct when you're competitive. Siguro the only negative side is that sometimes you take losses quite harder than other people.
Yeah, totoo.
So, pero even that in itself for me is a good thing pa nga.
Yeah.
Because you recalibrate, you realize what went wrong, and then you go for something bigger.
Right. I mean, kasi life is also about competition in one way or another, di ba? Lalo na kapag nasa negosyo ka. Siyempre, lalo na pares din pala tayong athlete na at a very young age, natutunan natin kung paano maging competitive. Yung parang kailangan mo palagi manalo. And especially in sport of taekwondo, minsan, di ba, magko-compete ka 5 fights in one night.
Correct.
6 fights in one night. Depende pa kung ano yung nasa bracket mo. Tapos biglang, and you trained for that tournament for 3 months, 6 months. Tapos biglang, hindi mo makukuha yung gold. Nag-silver ka lang. Di ba, sinasabi nga sa Olympics na, mas masaya yung mga nag-bronze compared doon sa mga nag-gold. Kasi compared sa mga nag-silver. Kasi si silver, nandun dun eh. Di ba? Pero, again, it's a lifelong discipline, which ako personally encourage parents to enroll your kids nga no, to sports because it's character building then. It helps their mind, you know, be a bit organized. Outlet also sa mga ano,
Outlet,
diba?
yes.
Diba? Outlet na hindi lang, yung tama yung outlet, hindi sa ibang bagay na pupunta. And especially for parents, no, ako personally encourage your kids to be in sports also. Kasi at a very young age, they get the sense of discipline, work ethic, tsaka yun nga, yung sabi ko kanina, yung outlet nga ng bata na hindi lang siya sa kulit pero doon sa tamang direction din ng ano. Is your kid into sports also?
Oh, my kid's very young. She's 5 pa lang.
Okay.
Okay lang.
Pero you plan to enroll?
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure, no?
Yeah.
Oh, kasi it's a story also kapag umabot ka na sa edad, di ba? Yung pinag-usapan nga natin, di ba? Maalala mo na lang, nung panahon natin, nung bata tayo, ganito yung pinagdaanan natin.
Tama.
Okay, so very interesting, no? But siguro parting ways before we go to the game natin, a very quick game lang, no? What would be your advice for those na gustong mag-grow ng isang negosyo? Okay, they've been in the business na nga kasi kanina 'di ba sabi ko yung yung endurance pero ngayon is growing na yung business. As a vice president of a company that has been tested through time, the best piece of advice for them to take it up a notch, like 2x 3x growth in the next years to come.
Okay, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Siguro for me, I have two. Okay, the first one is growth takes time. Kaya kailangan maging patient tayo. Kasi a lot of times, di ba, parang we try to rush things. But the real journey takes a lot of time. There's a lot of ups and downs. And once you realize that, mas maiintindihan mo kung bakit hindi madali magnegosyo.
Right.
And mas maiintindihan mo kung bakit mas siguro I would say it this way na lang, parang the view from the mountain is beautiful because it took time to get there.
Yeah.
Ganon.
That's true.
The second one would probably be seize the opportunity. Ganon. Kasi ako, for me, when I was younger, I used to always think this way na parang there's a right time for this, there's a right time for that. Parang we always think that there's a right time for something. But then after a couple of years or after some time, we realize na parang yun na pala yung right time. Dapat pala ginrap ko na yung opportunity. So I would say seize the opportunity when you see it. I read from somewhere that opportunities are like comets. Comets are beautiful, they're blazing, they're wonderful, but they don't come very often. So once nandiyan dyan na, take it na.
Yeah.
Kasi baka hindi na dumating ulit.
Right. Actually, that's true. And opportunity kasi ako, sa akin, the best things that happened in my career are the opportunities I took even though I'm not 100% ready for it. Diba? And well, as long as you can deliver, yung commitment mo to deliver, hindi mo lang tatanggapin for the sake of masilo ka dun sa sinabi, no? But just keep on preparing yourself para pag nandiyan na yung opportunity, at least you're halfway or at least more than halfway in fulfilling kung ano man yung opportunity na yun. Kasi it doesn't come. Di ba? Parang comic. It doesn't always come. Pero pag nandoon na siya, this is it. Okay?
Sure.
Shout out to our sponsors for supporting Built Different and helping us keep it real.
The Built Different podcast would like to thank Henry's Cameras, Power Mac, Hollyland, Ugreen Philippines, Shoppertainment Live, Kappa Cabina, Surge Digital Media, Madcap Productions, Days Media Group, Jazz Up Communications.
So, with that, as the last part of this segment, we're going to play a game. So, the game is very simple. It's would I rather. And ang focus naman natin, hindi naman siya would I rather na katulad sa inuman, pero it's more of the business topic tayo. Okay, so I'll get my phone and then there are a couple of questions here dun sa would I rather. And siguro mag-start na tayo sa, mag-ask nga ako ng 5 questions na would I rather. Okay? Ready?
Okay.
Sige. So, would I rather, and this is a business owner edition. Okay. So, would you rather go back to the day one of your business with all the knowledge you have now, or get, so di naman $1 million, but $10 million cash today?
So the first one is?
Okay. Would you rather go back to the day one of
day
your
one, okay.
business with all the knowledge that you have right now, or get 10 million pesos in cash today?
Okay. Bro, I would rather go back to day one. Definitely, for sure, 100%.
With all the knowledge?
Oh, yeah. The money, I think, for me kasi, everybody can earn the money, talaga. Pero yung experience, yun ang tinitreasure natin.
That's true. As long as you have the right skills, no, the money will follow talaga.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Second question. Would you rather take on a famous investor who wants to rebrand everything, or stay bootstrap forever, in your opinion? Bootstrap as in talagang labas sa sarili kong bulsa.
Ooh.
Mga Mark Cuban type of investor, mga ganon.
Okay. One of the things about the business that Dad taught us was to not be emotionally attached all the time. So, meaning, businesses can be sold. So, if there's an opportunity, you seize it. So, if this opportunity, if the first option, if that opportunity lands, and for the long term, it's going to create better value, not only for the company, but also for the people involved, then I would grab that one.
Okay, perfect. O, sa mga dyan, prepare niyo yung business niyo para maging sellable.
Kasi remember mo, I will
Sige,
just
go. Yeah.
The movie The Founder.
Oh, yeah.
Di ba? McDonald's.
Yes.
Sabi
Ray
nila
Kroc.
doon, ayaw nilang i-grow yung business kasi they wanted to keep it as a mom and dad. Mom and pop. Diba? Mom and pop na brick and mortar store. And then here comes the founder. And he rebranded everything, took it to the next level. Now, it's serving to 100 million customers daily.
Right. Yeah. Actually, that's a very good movie, no? Malalaman niyo po na ang negosyo ng McDonald's ay hindi po burger. Okay? Ang negosyo po ng McDonald's ay real estate. You can fact check me on that, pero it's all over the internet with credible sources. So that's a very interesting movie, especially for entrepreneur. Next question. Would you rather launch a new product every year, or perfect and sell just one product forever?
Okay. Our principle has always been number two. Kasi we're in the industry of providing bodies for trucks. Okay, so there's different kinds of body converters. May aluminum van, may wing van, may drop side, merong mga cement mixer, sa amin refrigerated van. Okay? And other body makers or other body manufacturers, they manufacture all types of bodies. We're the only bodybuilder who's just focused on making just one product, which is a refrigerated van. And I think that's why we have maintained the quality for such a long time. We have been innovating year in and year out. And I think quality per quality and characteristic per characteristic, there's really no other brand that can match Coolaire. Because of number two, which is we created a brand and we have a product that's just one. And then we're trying to perfect that all the time. Sabi ni Bruce Lee, di ba? Alam mo to?
Sige.
Diba?
Sa dami ng quotes niya. Sige, go.
Sabi niya, fear not the man who practiced 10,000 kicks. Fear the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times.
That's true. That is true. As in, yung repetition di ba?
Yes.
Yung parang kunwari tumambling ka, yung humiga ka lang kasi ilang beses mo siyang ginawa.
Correct.
That's true. And especially for products, for product business, if I just want to add my 2 cents. Kasi yung ibang business, when they see an ounce of traction, they think na this is the right time, mag-expand tayo ng ng product natin. But remember na you learn more about the improvement that you need to do dun sa product mo kapag kinausap mo yung customer mo.
Right? Yes.
Kapag nakita mo na parang bumababa yung return rate natin dito sa yung retention natin, bakit ang dami nag-churn? So, sorry. So it's a matter of perfecting the product, listening to the customers, and for those na naka-tune in dito, ang dami na nating guests na sinasabi palagi, ang common denominator nila, listen to your customers. Because you learn more about the product and hindi bias yung sinasabi mo, I have this best product. Bakit? Saan mo sinasabi? Wala, I know, it's just the best product eh. So perfecting it, making sure na kung kaya, kapag tinapat siya sa ibang produkto na parehas sa parehas, you're confident na your product will be the one na bibilhin ng mga tao. And then that's the time that you expand. So perfecting it and then not being blinded na, oh, sige, may isa kong brand dito, kunin na natin lahat. No, it's gonna cloud your judgment and the opportunity for making sure that you're the best in what you do is gonna be a bit complicated. So yun. Last question.
Okay.
This is a very interesting one. Would you rather triple your revenue overnight but lose control of your company, or grow slowly while keeping 100% control?
Okay. I would go for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. This kind of situation we already saw this before. Okay, so we actually experienced this. Pero we maintained the principle of controlling the company 100%. Kasi our company is deep rooted into the principles of our founder. So yung management and yung style ng pagpatakbo ng business, I think, was very critical in bringing it to where it is today. Tripling the revenue, it's very enticing if it's gonna happen overnight. But if we continue to do good work, maintain our integrity, keep our customers happy, keep our people happy, I think over a period of time, tripling the revenue is still eventual.
Okay.
So yun, that's
Very
my
well
answer.
said. Okay. So, I hope everyone learned a lot of things, as promised, that we will always give value to you, and sa mga gusto magnegosyo at dun sa mga nagnenegosyo niya, watching this Built Different podcast will give you so much knowledge, and partner it with real life experiences, real learnings from your businesses, or even asking from the right people will bring you so far, and it's better than observing, kasi iba pa rin ang player ka sa negosyo versus being an observer sa negosyo. So with that, Mr. PJ, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope we get back to you join us again for the next coming episodes, no?
Yes,
And
sir.
may marami pa tayong topic na talagang deep dive tayo sa sa mga strategies talaga. But with that, that's it for this episode, and we will see you again on the next episode of The Built Different. Okay. Thank you.
The Built Different podcast would like to thank Henry's Cameras, Power Mac, Hollyland, U Green Philippines, Shoppertainment Live, Kappa Cabina, Surge Digital Media, Madcap Productions, Days Media Group, Jazz Up Communications,